back to my channel and welcome to day 2 of Makeup Revolution week. Today is the day that I have been waiting for such a long time. This is Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Foundation Day. I'm going to be applying this foundation. I'm going to be seeing how it wears throughout the day, whether it goes creasy, cakey, whether it feels heavy, whether it's actually quite a natural finish. So if you are interested in seeing whether it does any of those things, then please keep watching. Okay, so let's do a little bit of bump about this product. Obviously, it's by Makeup Revolution. It's part of their Revolution Pro brand new range. It's called the Full Cover Camouflage Foundation and I've bought the shade F4. There are 18 shades in this. They do say there is a wide spectrum. I'm not sure it's wide enough with only 18 shades, but that's by the by. This is super maximum coverage, but it does say you will get a natural looking skin at the end of it. Not sure whether that will be true, but we will see. It covers blemishes, scars, birthmarks, veins, and it can cover tattoos. They say it's waterproof, so you can go swimming in this and still look beautiful when you get out of the pool. And it's transfer proof and super long lasting. I am really excited to try this foundation out for you today. Everything that it claims to do reminds me of the Urban Decay All Nighter. That's waterproof, it's super full coverage, it covers absolutely everything, and it's also transfer proof and extremely long wearing. The Urban Decay All Nighter is close to £30, whereas the Revolution Pro Camouflage Foundation is £7. So a huge difference. If this does the same as this, we are seriously onto a winner. So I'm going to prep my skin and I will be right back to try some of this on. Okay, so let's get started. My face is already prepped, but I am going to put a couple of drops of the baking oil on the left side of my face only, and then we can see whether it actually makes a difference to the luminosity of my skin by the end of the day. So I'm just going to pat that in. It smells really beautiful. I'm not putting any on my chin whatsoever because you all know that my chin is the oiliest part, so there is no point. You can really put this where you want it. If you get shiny patches around your nose like I do, just avoid that area. It does feel extremely hydrating, so I really like that. But we'll see if it makes my makeup last any longer or if it makes it slide off. So this is the main event. This is what I have been waiting for such a long time. This is the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Foundation. I ordered this in the shade F4. I don't like guessing about foundation shades, but there was no other alternative as this is not available in stores yet. So let's just see. It's very thick. It's very, very thick. Look at this. It's a bit gloopy. I'm just going to take a little bit off, I think. Going to use a brush because it does say for best results use a brush or a sponge. Okay, so that is seriously full coverage. Let's see if it goes on any better with the side with the oil on it. This has gone on beautifully, but it's looking a little dry now, so let's just see. You definitely don't need to build this foundation up. It goes on, it's full coverage. If that is the look you're after, I think this is actually the most full coverage foundation that I have tried so far. Now on the side with the oil, that has gone on so beautifully, and I think that looks a little bit more of a natural finish. This makeup does say that it should be a full coverage with a natural finish, and I don't think this side looks that natural because it is quite matte. And this side has a little bit more of a glow on there. I am so impressed about how much coverage this foundation has given me with such little product. Look how much product I have left on my hand. I think that looks really nice. I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so this is the finished look. I've gone for as natural as physically possible because I do think the foundation speaks for itself. It is feeling a little bit heavy at the moment. It does say it's supposed to look like skin, but I don't think anything that is so full coverage can actually look like skin because you can't see any of your skin through it. This is absolutely perfect. If I'm having a really bad day with breakouts and my skin looks really angry and red, this is the perfect foundation to throw on if I've got an event to do or if I'm seeing people going out for the night. This is perfect. This will cover everything up in one coat and I don't have to worry. So this is definitely not a foundation that you should be putting underneath your eyes, regardless of what age you are. Everybody should be worried about drying out their skin. Now this is definitely quite drying, which all matte foundations are. I didn't realise that this was a matte foundation. It doesn't say anywhere on the website or on the bottle that it is a matte foundation. It just says that it's full coverage and it dries down to a natural skin finish. The side that I've put the oil on is a lot nicer underneath the eye area, but the side that I didn't put any oil underneath my eye is looking really quite dry and has started to crepe a little bit. That is a big no-no for me. Big no-no. So next time I use this foundation, I will just be very careful not to put it underneath my eyes. It's actually growing on me the more I wear it. I think this is probably going to be one of those foundations that looks better throughout the day. Okay, so as you can see, underneath my eye, it looks a lot drier on this side than it does on this side. It's because this side has the oil on there and this side doesn't. Now I have moisturised and used my serums, but this has just sucked the life out of the underneath of my eye. Also, you can see on my smile lines here, this side looks a lot less prominent than this side here. And that again will be the oil underneath. I really am quite liking that oil. So another area that you can tell it's drying my skin out is my forehead. You can see that on my forehead the lines are a lot more prominent than they would be if I had a more luminous foundation on. So I don't not like this foundation. It's actually looking really nice on my skin. Let's see how it wears throughout the day. I will check in with you a little bit later on. Let's see if the side with the oil on actually lasts as long as the side without the oil on. See which one looks more natural throughout the day, see whether it slips off my face or see whether it goes cakey or creasy at any point. I'll see you all in a bit. Hi everybody, welcome back to the check-in. It's now over 8 hours since I first applied the foundation, so I just wanted to check in with you to tell you how the foundation has got on throughout the day. So I'm just going to look first of all on the side that did not have the oil on to prime the face in the first place. So I don't know if you can see this, but around this area, as the natural oils in my skin have started to come through the foundation, it's started to look a little bit cakey around here, and it's also emphasized the skin texture that I have around here. Also, the pores around here are a little bit more emphasized. They look quite large on this side of my skin. To be fair, they did as soon as I applied the foundation. It definitely isn't one of those foundations that completely airbrushes the face, but they are looking a little bit larger now as my skin has got a little bit shinier throughout the day. On my forehead, on this side without the oil, also my skin does look a little bit dry, and the lines on my forehead, especially here, look a little bit more prominent and in your face. Moving on to the side with the oil. This stuff is a saviour to this foundation. If it hadn't been for me trying this, the review on this foundation might have gone in a different direction. but the side of my face that actually has the oil on looks beautiful still. My pores don't look as large on this side as they do on the side that didn't have the oil, and all my fine lines and wrinkles don't look as prominent as they do on the other side. Now it does say in the bump that this is transfer proof. It's slightly transfer proof, but when I put my phone to my ear and take it away, there is some slight residue that does transfer onto my phone. Okay, so is this suitable for oily skinned people? This definitely doesn't airbrush pores. So if you are bothered about pores looking large, I would definitely put a pore minimizing primer on and possibly an oil control primer on before you apply this foundation. My pores have looked larger throughout the day, and my oily areas, as you can see on my chin, has started to shine quite a bit, and round here it has started to separate slightly and go a little bit cakey. So is this suitable for a dry skin? If you have seriously dry skin, stay away from this foundation. It is incredibly drying, unless you use the baking oil. This has been the saviour of this foundation for me. It's made it look a lot more natural, a lot more beautiful, and a lot more luminous. And it's not gone cakey on this side, it's also not gone dry, and it hasn't emphasised any lines and wrinkles. So would I recommend this for a more mature skin? No, I wouldn't, but I'd probably have said that answer even before I tried out the Camouflage foundation. I don't think that unless you feel like you have something that really needs covering up, any person with mature skin needs this level of coverage. In fact, I don't think anybody needs this level of coverage, to be quite honest. Also, I think that the higher the coverage and the more mature skin that you have, the higher possibility of it sitting in your fine lines and wrinkles and really emphasizing those lines and wrinkles rather than hiding them. So no, I wouldn't recommend this for anyone with mature skin, but that actually hasn't got anything to do with the wear test. I probably wouldn't have recommended that to you in the first place. Well, foundation is such a personal preference. This is £7. Go out and try it. I think you're going to have to play around with what primers to put underneath this, whether it's pore minimizing primer, whether it's an oil control primer, whether it's a moisturizing primer. Definitely go out and try it, and please comment below and let me know how you get on with it, what your thoughts are, whether you hate it, whether you think it's the best foundation ever. I am really interested to get your comments. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up. I am really excited for tomorrow's review. It couldn't be more different than the Camouflage foundation. This is the Revolution Pro Foundation Drops, which is sheer to medium coverage. So I'm really looking forward to trying that out and seeing whether that is flattering on my skin. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, why not? There is a watermark over in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe, and I hope to see you all again at tomorrow's review. Bye.